Oh man. I said this year I would use my platforms as a beacon. I wanted to help people. My goal in life, I feel like my purpose in life is to use my voice to help people. Yeah, I write pardon. Oh, I gotta trim that out if I can. I write poetry. I make music, but I always wanted to help people if I could. And I feel like sometimes we look at life through a maybe. Well, me, I speak to me. I can't speak for anybody else outside of me. I've been looking at life through a perspective that wasn't so productive to self, right? I know how it ends. Like no matter what, no one's immortal, right? Yeah, like writers like Langston Hughes, Walt Whitman, historic people from history. They may live for a long time, like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Or it's actually Malcolm X is he passed away today, February 21st. R.I.P. Malik Al Shabazz. But you know what I'm saying? We know how this ends, right? So why not try to capitalize on it? Why not fall in love with your journey, the good and the bad? You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad. Because it's all a part of your story, right? I know dudes that did, years in prison. Years. And I can't and I don't wish prison on anybody. I don't want to go to prison. I know dudes that did years in prison and they get out of jail and their whole perspective on life is like, yo, this is nothing. I'm home, I'm free, like, and I see that, and I want to start taking, if I could say anything, is take heed to the knowledge of others. You don't always have to learn stuff firsthand. You know what I'm saying? And that was my thing. I'm going through a few things in a personal life, as we all are. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for sympathy, but sometimes you need to just work through stuff the best way you can. I'm by the water now. These waters always kind of scare me well, not scare me, but like make me watch during high tides. Cause I don't know what if, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody around. What if someone snatch my ass up, right? But we learn from others and actually take heed from the knowledge of others. Cause so many people have done this life thing before you, and so many people have experienced things before you. Um, and with that being said, man, if I could speak life into anybody, it would be make sure you work every day to be happy that you're alive. And I'm not telling you be complacent with your life. I'm telling you just be grateful for life. I know dudes that just ain't here no more. They just not here. I know dudes. I spoke to a lady not too long ago, and I said, we was having a conversation, and I said, I hate when my dad's disappointed in me. I hate when I feel like I hurt my mom's, or something like that. And she literally said to me, she was just like, you know what? I wish my parents were still here to be disappointed in me. And that shook me up so much. And not saying it's just about losing parents and stuff like that. Lord forbid, I want my parents to see me successful. So they gotta stay. They gotta be here for another at least 50 years. That's my mom's and my pops is 50. They gotta be here for another 50. Man, um, but it just say be grateful. Be grateful that you alive. Be grateful that you could just wake up the next day and experience it. Cause people don't have that. And and I used to be like, yo, but why should I be satisfied with breadcrumbs? Nah, man, it's not even breadcrumbs. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from a financial stable place in my life. Hell no. My family, we never had it. Never. You know what I'm saying? You never had it. But what we did have was always enough. I ain't never went hungry. My little brothers ain't never went hungry. Well, I can say I never starved. I've been hungry before. I've made the conscious decision to make sure that my little brothers ate and I didn't, stuff like that. Yeah, but it is what it is. Like, but I've never starved. So when I look at my life from where it is now and where I want it to be, I say, you check yourself every chance you get. You might have made some mistakes in the past, but do those mistakes define you? You know what I'm saying? Is that all you are? If all you are is your inequities and blunders, then we're not much. The human race, humans are so much more than our mistakes. And I think that's what you know what I'm saying? We got to let those inequities go. We got to let those blunders go. We need to learn from them. We can't just forget about them. We must learn from them. Like earlier today, I was thinking to myself, and it really was hurting. It really was, getting to my soul. Like, I was hurting. And I said on my lunch break, I said, you remember how you feel right now. You remember what's hurting your heart. You remember this feeling. And instead of focusing on the mistake you made, you just promise yourself. You promise yourself that you will never make that mistake again. You will never hurt yourself in that way again. And you will never hurt people you love in that way again. And even if you've lost some people along the way, you know that it's life, and sometimes it happens, and in a weird way, it's the beauty of it, because you get to learn every day. I feel like education is so much more than just pre-K to college and masters. You get to learn every day. So learn every day. Learn every day. I'll do one of those cool little pan-outs or something. Where the moon at? Ain't no moon tonight? God damn it. She ain't never out when I want her here. Jesus.